How you doing? My name is Dr. Sammy BAYA. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Why is it so hard to leave a narcissist? Trauma bonding. That is the title of today's episode. Now, smash that subscribe button if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel. Good. Being in a narcissistic relationship, being in a relationship or in love with a narcissist comes with challenges. You are likely to find that leaving the narcissist is a nightmare. You'll be caught in a cycle of abuse. But the narcissist push-pull behavior will draw you back just as you're about to leave them. Just as you're about to discard the narcissist, they hoover you back. The narcissist may lash out at you in a fit of rage. They may hurt you so badly that you finally decide it's enough. And you decide you're walking away. You're walking out of that door. But as soon as you decide you're walking away from the narcissist, they bombard you with apologies. They beg you to stay. They promise you to change when they realize that you're about to leave. When you are in a relationship with a narcissist, much of your time and attention will go to the narcissistic partner's needs. And you may find it difficult to leave that narcissist because they might also make you feel needed or special. You may also get hooked on the push and pull dynamic of being in that relationship with that narcissist. In the beginning of that relationship with your narcissist, they may shower you with love, with affection. They'll give you flowers, take you for vacations, expensive dinners, only to withdraw and become cold and callous as the relationship progresses. Over time, that relationship can begin to take its toll on your happiness, on your well-being, on your health. You might find that you just can't leave the relationship. Now, the big question is this: why is it so difficult? Why is it so hard to leave a narcissist? The narcissistic person is likely to draw their partner into a trauma bond. So, letting go of a narcissist can be incredibly challenging, very difficult. You become so dependent upon their intermittent reinforcement that you cannot seem to cut ties with this narcissist. To break the trauma bond, you must emotionally detach from the narcissist. Take a step back and recognize what is happening. Open your eyes. You may be stuck in a vicious cycle of abuse. The narcissist is using you and misusing you before they discard you. The narcissist may promise to change, but they only do that to keep you hooked in that vicious cycle of narcissistic abuse. You need to recognize that the narcissist will not make the changes they promise to make. They're liars. They're master manipulators. They're only making these promises because they know that they need to reel you back in after an instance of abuse. Emotionally detach yourself from this narcissist by recognizing that you're stuck in a narcissistic cycle, abusive cycle, and that the narcissist is using manipulation to keep you under their control. Nobody thinks that they'll be in a relationship with a selfish, self-centered, immoral person who is arrogant, wants attention, praises, acknowledgement, wants everything to revolve around them. It isn't something we strive for in childhood. And it is certainly is not something we would dream of for our friends. But many people continue to stay in harmful, unhealthy, abusive relationships that lead to pain and heartache. Why is it so hard to leave a relationship with a narcissist? That's the big question. Before I get into that, why is it so difficult? Let's look at trauma bonding, narcissistic trauma bonding. It is helpful to have an understanding of trauma bonding because it is often at the center of romance with a narcissist. When you talk of narcissistic love, you actually talk of trauma bonding. Based on research, trauma bonding develops in an abusive relationship because the victim becomes emotionally dependent upon the abuser, upon their narcissist. Once a trauma bond develops, the victim demonstrates a strong loyalty to the narcissist and minimizes the abuse and unhappiness within the relationship. They tend to assume it is okay to be abused It's okay to be unhappy in that relationship. The narcissistic partner may make excuses for the abuse that they're getting from the narcissist. They may feel that they can fix a narcissist, that they can change the narcissist if they stick around that narcissist for a little bit longer. And that way, a trauma bond develops because a narcissist will provide intermittent rewards throughout that relationship. And they do this through affection, love, making their victim feel so special. In the initial phase of a relationship with a narcissist, the narcissist will idealize their partner. They'll give them so much love, attention, praise, buy them gifts, take them on vacations, tell them sweet words, flattery words. In short, they will love bomb their victim. This love bombing process sends the feel-good chemical dopamine levels within the brain of their victim. And the victim of the narcissist develops a strong attachment with the narcissist. They feel that the narcissist is the love, of their life. They believe they have found their Mr. Perfect, their Miss Perfect, their perfect partner, in short. They see their narcissist as an angel, the best lover in the world. So once the narcissist shows their true traits, their partner is desperate to get the love and attention that the narcissist initially had in the early stages of that romantic relationship. So the victim of the narcissist will work very hard to please the narcissist, and so that they can be loved with that narcissist. Over time, this process results in what we call trauma bond. You will find that the victim has developed an emotional dependence on the narcissist because they only find happiness when the narcissist showers them with affection, with love. In short, with love bombing. So the victim of the narcissist will tolerate the abuse and toxicity because they hope to return to that stage of love and affection that occurred in the cycle of abusive relationship with their narcissist. Researchers found that narcissists are more desirable and attractive to people as potential dates. And when you enter a relationship with a narcissist, it can ultimately leave a person feeling like they've lost themselves, because the narcissist will become the focus of their energy and attention. But even after a strained relationship, narcissists can be very difficult to leave. It's so difficult for somebody to leave their narcissist. Narcissists are very charismatic and they can bring a lot of energy into a room. Narcissistic people can be very charming. They can be very likable at first sight or at first. And they can delight and seduce. They can be interesting. They can be funny. They can be, everything a person would want in a partner. They can be mysterious, exciting. However, in long-term relationships, the true nature of the narcissist comes out. And their victim starts asking themselves questions. Is this the same person that they started a relationship with at the beginning? The early stages of romance with a narcissist can be very passionate, full of romance, passion, excitement, greatness. It's all special, larger than life person. This narcissist will appear that way. And you start asking yourself, why did they choose you? And you feel that you must be very special for the narcissist to have chosen you. And the narcissists are known to madly fall in love with somebody from the word go. And they are very quick to commit. But they don't sustain this love and commitment easily. Within time, they show their true colors. Within time, some negative traits will start to emerge. Because narcissists are known to be controlling, to be very possessive, to be very jealous. They will demand attention. They will want reassurance, assurances, acknowledgement, praise. They want to be built up. They want you to give them all your attention. They feel easily hurt. And they only focus on their own needs. It's all about them. If you If you hurt the narcissist, they will swing into narcissistic rage. If you injure their inflated self-perception, they will be angry at you. They make you feel low or less than human. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you will feel isolated. They take all your energy. They drain all your energy away from you. They're emotional vampires, energy suckers. They will try to limit your contact with other people. They will want all your time and attention to go to their desires, to their needs, to their emotions, to their own wants and needs. Now, with all these challenges and with all these negative aspects of the narcissistic relationship, why is it very difficult? Why is it so hard to leave a narcissist? Now, number one reason why it's so hard to leave a narcissist, because you've become addicted to that narcissistic relationship. A relationship with a narcissist will often involve what we call trauma bonding. And that means that you've become emotionally dependent upon the narcissist. And this can be in the form of addiction. It can become a form of addiction, this trauma bonding, in which you crave the highs of the relationship. That is when the narcissist is being affectionate and loving. And you crash during the lows. So you get addicted to this. Number two reason why you cannot leave a narcissist is because it can be very difficult to move forward when you've been a victim of narcissistic abuse. You are stuck in a state of cognitive dissonance, where you feel that on one hand, your partner is a good person whom you love, while on the other hand, they have caused serious harm to your well-being. You may think that you'd never end up in an abusive relationship. So you convince yourself the narcissist is not so bad. So this state of confusion, combined with the fact that you may be emotionally exhausted from the cycle of abuse, makes it extremely hard to break up with a narcissist. The other reason why it's hard to leave a narcissist is because you are entangled early on. The relationship moves very quickly from the beginning. Love bombing, devaluing, discard, then hoovering. This love bombing stage prevents the victim from seeing red flags or enacting power boundaries. The narcissist picks people who are in difficult situations, maybe emotionally, maybe financially. And this causes the victim to become very dependent on their narcissist. And the narcissist uses this against them. So the other reason why it's hard to leave a narcissist, because the narcissist makes you feel needed. A narcissistic person demands a lot of their partner. According to research, narcissism is actually driven by insecurity and not an inflated sense of self alone. That way, although the narcissist may put on or they may appear to be confident in public, privately, much of the narcissist's identity feels fragile. They have a fragile ego. So when you are close to a narcissist, you may become an instrument that the narcissist uses to try to feel good about themselves. They may feel like if their self-image gets a boost from you, then it goes up. Or if it gets a crack, then it crumbles down. No, because of this, you feel guilty to leave a narcissist. Another reason why it's so hard to leave a narcissist is because you know that the narcissist will lie. The narcissist will turn everybody against you. They'll turn your family against you. They lie to your loved ones. And they'll do whatever it takes to prevent you from leaving. They'll lie to you. They're master manipulators. This fear alone can keep you from moving on. You feel stuck. Another reason why it's so difficult to leave a narcissist is because it gives you a sense of purpose. Narcissists are quite demanding of their partners. They expect to have all of their demands met, and they don't want to be told no. And this means that most of your life will center on meeting the narcissist's needs. It will be about doing the narcissist doing them favors, being there for them, being their sexual tools and objects, satisfying them sexually, taking care of them, cooking for them, cleaning for them, praising them, giving them acknowledgement, giving them attention. So when you feel so needed by someone, it gives you a sense of purpose, and it is very difficult to let go of that. Another reason why it's so difficult to leave a narcissist is because your focus will be solely on the narcissist. When you're only focusing on the narcissist, it's so difficult to leave them. Because you tend to get swept up in that drama, and you forget that you have your own needs and that your needs are not being met. It's so difficult to leave a narcissist because they make you feel special. The narcissist will take a lot of time from you, a lot of space in your life. They'll keep you behind them in their shadows. But you'll feel like you are shining because of their shine when you're close to them. So you think that if you lose the narcissist, you'll also lose that spotlight. You'll also lose that success that shines on you through them. So you find it very difficult to leave them because of that. Because you don't want to sacrifice the feeling of specialness that you gain by being linked to the narcissist. The other thing that makes it very difficult to leave a narcissist is because you keep thinking that the narcissist will change. It's very difficult to believe that someone can be born evil or bad. So you tend to have hope that one day the narcissist will change. Or if they change a few things, everything will change. You think that, or if you change certain things, the narcissist will change too. But the bitter truth is that it's very difficult for narcissists to change. If they change to be worse. The other reason why it's so difficult to leave a narcissist is because you're convinced that things will change drastically. Not only change, but trend drastically. When you've developed this strong attachment, which happened very quickly with your narcissist, you have hope that they can also change and that the relationship will become better. And especially when they promise to change, you will believe them because you don't want to lose them. So that promise of change makes you find it very difficult to leave that narcissist. You also, it's very difficult to leave a narcissist because you'll feel like you are losing yourself. One thing in a narcissistic relationship, it's that you'll have undergone so many hard times, so many struggles, and with the narcissist, and a lot of your identity will have gone. You'll feel like you'll be giving up all of yourself if you are to leave the narcissist. Because the narcissist has become the center of your world. Your life revolves around the narcissist. So you feel you'll be lost without the narcissist in your life. Even if the narcissistic relationship has challenges, you still have hope that it is better to stay than to walk away. You also find it very difficult to leave a narcissist because the narcissist has manipulated you. Remember, narcissists are master manipulators. It's a relationship of manipulation. Narcissist has millions of tactics to manipulate you. And when the narcissist manipulates you, you believe that you are crazy or that you are going to be blamed for all the problems in that relationship. So instead of leaving the narcissist and seeking something better, you will stay around because your self-esteem is very low, that you believe you're not worthy of having a better relationship. It's very difficult to leave a narcissist because you also think that the narcissist can mess with your self-esteem. Being with a narcissist makes you feel better, a little better about yourself in some aspects. Because you're like, if someone is so special and they chose you, then you must be special too. You believe the narcissist will build you. You believe that you'll be better off with the narcissist. But the opposite is true. A narcissistic partner will make you feel small. They will belittle you. They will devalue you after love bombing you. And they'll eventually discard you. They will ignore you. They will verbally abuse you at some point. They'll make you feel unworthy. It's going to be painful. So that hope that the narcissist makes you feel special makes it very difficult for you to leave a narcissist. So you also find it difficult to leave a narcissist because of shame. Because narcissists can make you feel and act irrational and upset. The relationship is going to be maybe very volatile. And the narcissist will always guilt trip you into staying with them. So when you leave the narcissist, you are scared of losing your identity because it's very difficult to have an identity else there. Because when you're with the narcissist, all of your time, you probably gave up all your interests, your hobbies, because all your attention was on the narcissist. And the narcissist most likely will isolate you from your family and friends. And you totally find that you have no life out there. You can't even leave that narcissist because you'll be totally alone if you end that relationship. Another reason why it's so difficult to leave a narcissist is because of the push and pull. Narcissistic relationships are full of highs and lows. 1 minute, your narcissist makes you feel like you're the center of their universe. The next minute, you're like their worst nightmare. 1 minute they give you little attention. Another minute, they're ignoring you, or they're confronting you with big emotions. So you get overwhelmed, you get confused, frustrated by all these dynamics, and you get hooked on it. So the push and pull from one person can make them appear more alluring. You may think that you need that passion, that excitement, that love to feel worthy within yourself. You feel like if you can get her to love you, or if you can get him to love you, then you are truly special. That's what you think. Then there's a fear of retaliation. Narcissists have no trouble taking advantage of people for their gain. So they may force you into staying with them by making you fearful of leaving. They may say that they will share your darkest secrets or get you into trouble if you leave. If you're married, they may threaten to take custody of the children if you file for a divorce. Narcissists can recreate your past, and this makes it very difficult for you to leave them. It's about your past, your history that maybe drew you to the narcissist. It's based on your early relational experiences and attachment patterns. If you had a parent who needed you to reassure them all the time, or who flipped roles and made you take care of them, then when you devote yourself to a narcissist, it tends to feel familiar. The other reason why it's so difficult to leave a narcissist is if you have children. Because if you have children with the narcissist, it makes it very hard to leave them. Because the narcissist may threaten you or use the children as leverage. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you. God bless you. Catch you later in the next video.